Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to the Taylor Brooks Art of the Show series here on MLB 23 PS5, episode 122. Tough episode last time out. Got hit pretty hard over 5 innings, 3 earned runs, gave up a couple homers. We end up losing the game. Baltimore is kind of in the pooper right now through the month of June after having a really good start. Like a good stretch here. We kind of hit the pooper here. So now we're 6 games below 500. One more against Houston, trying to avoid the sweep. And then we head home to face Atlanta. But we will pitch our next game against the New York Mets. So let's check out what the Mets have. Also, changed up Taylor's look a bit. It's summer. Gave him his pants back. Gave him more of a full beard. He looks good. I'm happy with that. I wasn't a huge fan of the goatee ever. Can we grow his hair even more? That'd be sick. That looks pretty long to me. We could cut it and have it like that. Alright, we're on long curly. Long straight is longer. But it's kind of ugly. I don't know if you can. Long suave. Oh, that might do it. Medium shag's what we used to have. That's like a... Ew. That's gross. That one looks pretty good. Let's try the long suave. Let's just go back to the curly. It looks better if it's curly. It gives it a little more shape. We'll go with that. Alright, yeah. Alright, let's check this Mets lineup out and rotation. Walker Buehler, David Peterson, Jose Urquidy, John Means, former Orioles pitcher. We should have never let this guy walk. And Matt Witt, who is going to be pretty good one day. They also have Max Fried. So this is a really good rotation, actually. Matzik. I mean, they're getting the former Braves in here. Edwin Diaz. I don't think Max Fried would ever actually go play for New York. Lineup-wise, Jeff McNeil, Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo is a 77. Jeff McNeil's a 75. Wow, okay. Brian Reynolds signed a big deal with the Mets. One New York team to the other. He's pretty freaking good. Francisco Alvarez, Brett Beatty. That does not look like Brett Beatty. Francisco Lindor is still an 87. He's balling. Dermis Garcia. Hey, former right fielder for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers. Where was this production with us, Dylan? What in the world? Nico Holsizer there as well. And Jordan Westberg, who just, by the way, is killing it. Killing it. But I digress. It is what it is. We're 5.5 back. We're not out of anything, but we got to start winning some games. There you go. Oof. Then we're now 8 below 500. Jose Urquidy versus Taylor Brooks. We're going to wear the black. Why not? Those are the lineups, and let's get out and win, hopefully. This is game 91 on the season.
Live from beautiful Oriole Park at Camden Yards, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
Well, let's get into this. It's going to be Taylor's 19th start of the year. He's 7-5 with a 2.12 ERA, 146 Ks and 123 innings. A good season for Taylor. Great season for Taylor last year, and he has continued to shine this year. It's just going to be foul for McNeil. One of the bright spots of this young Orioles team, who they continue to trade their prospects away and build new ones. It's a really odd case. Gary Sanchez is catching us again, man. Oh, one down. All that means is we lose 20 points of control. So, that's a lot.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball
Good to have Taylor
Brooks,
back
a
in
former All-Star. He features a two-seam
his
fastball,
pants
a
that look way
changeup,
better
a slider,
than
a
the ones
curve,
over his
and occasionally uses a cutter.
shoes. Just fits them better.
Two
Also,
up, two
no
down.
sleeves.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
2 down.
Brian Reynolds
As
here.
Nimmo grounds out. And it is the new New York Met, Brian
Just
Reynolds.
misses a ball and no strikes.
Just passed 1,000 career hits in a recent season.
There's a strike. 1-1 now.
1-1 is
Swing
way
and
out in
misses. He was
front.
out front.
Man, he
1-2.
really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Curveballs fouled off. Let's go change up, see if we can get a swing and miss.
And that's down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it
Don't
takes
want
to
to
put it
block
away.
him, but it's looking more likely. And that was ball 4. Fouled it off.
3-2 now.
Reynolds
Swing and a
goes
miss.
down
Struck him out.
on the changeup, and a good inning for Taylor to start the game. Couple get on, but nobody can score. How is Pablo doing? He started the season so hot, and he's still hitting great. 838 OPS, good for him. I like this guy a lot. I think he's going to be a baller. I think he's going to be an absolute
And here's the
hooper.
catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
I wonder if Adley's going to get any better.
Strike 1.
He's a 93 right now, but he doesn't even catch every day, man.
This one
Last
high in the
multiple
air,
times
left
it's been
center.
Gary for us.
He ranges to
That
his
is
right.
way deeper than I expected.
And out
Homer in
number
most
1 on the
ballparks,
ground.
but how about Drew Jones using those legs to get there? 1 down, and that's why we have him.
Down to third baseman, Brett Beatty.
He hasn't hit well, but if you can play that type of
Southbridge, and he
defense,
just misses.
we are going to take that. Speaking of, here's how we line up in the field. Looking pretty good everywhere but Pablo Escobar. But he hasn't actually been the worst fielder this year.
Now 1-1. Carl Dixon doing
He's
the
got a
umpire
bad
behind the
fielding
plate.
stat, but his
I'm not
reaction's
sure
a
if it's because
72.
he
He's
sort
got a
of sets up
decent
higher than
arm.
most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon
So,
is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because
speaking
most
of the
guys
high
are swinging
strike,
pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to
The
time.
1-2
because that's just
is
so
going
unusual.
to get Beatty. 2 down.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Already 3 strikeouts here in the early part of this start, so I think the guys further down in this lineup might need to take notice, take some notes.
We have
share
2
some
down here.
information. Got to bring a better plan to the plate. or
Lindor
else
will
it's gonna
pop
be
it
a
out.
really difficult game.
1 pitch
Just
and 1 out
do
for
so.
the shortstop. That'll end the second.
That'll do it.
Easy peasy. Urquidy was a good signing for
Now
the
first baseman,
Mets, who are
Garcia.
trying to compete after a very disappointing
Ball 1, no
2025
strikes.
season.
Garcia, in his second season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
So 1-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list
It's
goes
fouled
on
off.
and on.
And here
In real life, the Mets are struggling, obviously.
Cut action to it.
It's
Velocity
been a
pretty
tough
good
year
on
for
that
Mets
slider.
fans.
So far, moving the ball
As a Braves
around
fan, I
nicely.
love to see it,
next pitch misses.
but
and
I
that's
definitely
ball
feel
3.
for Mets fans. And in a very similar boat to Mets fans are Cardinals fans. But, you know,
Swings through it
the
for
Reds are
the
losing
catch.
a lot of
He
games here.
notches strikeout
And the
number
Cardinals are,
150
I
this
don't know,
season.
I kind of have
And
faith in
stepping
them.
in for New York,
I have
Dylan
faith that the
Beavers.
Cardinals can make something happen.
And
And
that one fouled
what
off.
right now is happening is they're starting to win
Top of
games
the third,
lately.
no score.
And by the end of July, all of a sudden, they're going to be like 8 games below 500, which is
Popped
way
up to
better
the
than they
left,
were.
into
They're going to
foul
have,
ground.
they're going to
Squeezes it,
realize that
and
they've
that
just been
quickly
struggling the whole
to
year.
So up next for New York, Nico Holsizer.
And it's not time to sell. They're going to be just fine. Easy inning for Taylor. 1, 2, 3.
Tosses to first.
They're not going to sell anything. And then I think they have a chance of making the playoffs. Like, truly.
Start of the fourth. Here's the Mets.
I don't think it's going to be on a wild card. I think it's going to be an NL Central run. They've already passed the Pirates. It was about time somebody passed the Pirates. They've been struggling for a while.
A lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone?
I don't know.
We'll see, but I think
Cardinals fans, hope is not lost. Y'all need some pitching, though.
That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nimmo, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Nimmo signed that deal with the Mets.
Swing and a miss, chased it out
Paid
of
a
the
good bit of
zone.
money for not playing the best baseball, honestly.
Still looking for their first hit in this one.
Curveballs fouled off. I want to check Nimmo after this at bat. See his production. Cutter in. Fouled off.
One down, base is empty. That
Oh.
misses off the outside edge.
Fouled off. Cannot put him away.
The 2-2.
Good at bat from Brandon Nimmo. He fouls another one off.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident.
Slider?
You're
I don't
seeing
know.
Different pitches, still able to make some type of contact.
We're hitting our spots, putting it all over the place.
3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here.
Pitch number 11 of the at-bat.
The 3-2
And he took it for
is
ball
off
4.
the outside
What an
edge,
at-bat
and
from
that is
Nimmo.
ball 4.
That was unrealistic. He tossed the bat and didn't sprint to first. Nimmo, since the contract was signed, golly, they signed him to way too big of a deal. Decent year, pretty good year. Well, actually, really good in the time he got to play. And then this year's been downhill. You know, he's good in the field as well. But he hasn't been this year because he's been DHing. Nimmo's had a good career, though.
Go that deep into
But
the
I don't
bat,
know.
The hitter usually comes out on top.
They're going to be overpaying for him for a while.
Swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
All right, bro, guy.
Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like they have a new manager.
With 2 strikes, may see some
No more
movement
Buck
over there at
Showalter.
first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
The 1-2. It's
That
a great
misses. 2
changeup
balls, 2
taken.
strikes.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And we blow it by him, 2 down.
Misses, it's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just
All right,
become
Frenchie
such a
Alvarez.
problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers
Francisco.
on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity.
We've got him
and spin rate,
0-2.
so very difficult to get the
Going
barrel on.
heater. Great pitch,
Next
fouled off.
offering
We'll
is
go
fouled
slider.
back. Nimmo leads off first with 2 down to the
The
inning.
pitch is outside.
Outside.
Mets doing a great job at making Taylor work this inning. And now the umpire's making us work.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The next offering misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Oof. Hey, he goes into right. It's a hit. Nimmo's going to move to third. It's the first hit of the day.
Now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Corner's 2 down.
Pretty right there, but he'll
How
take
did he
it
hit
every
that?
time. Kind of just punts it out there the
Brett
other way.
Beatty.
Didn't hit it real hard, but
Strike
he got
one.
just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield.
Well,
And I tell you what,
need
he'll
that
take
call
those
from
every
the
day you
umpire.
can get 'em. Runner in scoring position now,
And
a
once
good
again,
opportunity to
Taylor
push
gets
across
ahead.
the
He's
first
got
side
to
of the
put somebody
ballgame.
away here.
Corners are occupied with 2
The
down.
0-2. Is hitting the air.
To left center.
Hey, it's going to be caught. I thought that was going to die. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be Scoreless fourth all around. Heading into the fifth at 60 pitches, averaging 15 pitches per inning.
Pitches in there. That's strike one.
Lindor, one pitch pop out last time.
Gold gloves and a platinum glove, multiple all-star appearances. Mr. Smile, what do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides of the ball, both sides of the plate, equally a force. And one thing about Francisco Lindor, you talk about that smile, he's also got some good sense. If I'm a catcher, love it when he comes to the plate.
Looks like Gary take that one. One down. Beautiful.
Colognes that he wears and sometimes mixes them.
Sends it to first. One away here in the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Dermis Garcia.
Dermis hits it hard, but Escobar's there, 2 down.
2 outs.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result,
A nice one pitch out, much needed.
Throwing the ball very well.
Dylan
right
Beavers, the former Oriole.
Beavers
His
in the
return
box
to
now. No balls in
Camden
strike.
Yards. And Taylor with 3
That's
complete game
outside.
shutouts
And
this
it's a
year.
ball and a strike.
But
And a pitch. On the
his
ground,
pitch
right
count's far too
side.
high for that today. Although, it's a
Tosses
quick
to
inning
first.
here.
Third
1,
out.
2, 3. Well done. Jones doubles, and we can't score him.
All set for the
Good to
top
see
of the
Drew
sixth.
getting a hit,
Here's
though.
the left fielder, Nico Holsizer. Strike one.
It is 0-1.
Holsizer in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Holsizer
There's a
smokes
swing and
it.
a drive. Back there. Hits
It's
the
going to
fence.
bounce off the wall.
Yeah,
Second
he's got
pitch
a double.
swinging. And he's got a lead-off double to start us here in the
Everything came
6th.
together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta make them pay. Now
Not
let's see if they can put up the first run
Taylor's
again.
best pitch, and McNeil
Drilled in the air, right
takes him
field,
deep.
way back there, and that is out of here.
Missed a couple spots, and man, did the Mets make him pay.
2-0.
Love to see
2-0.
him aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck
Wow.
circle, so when you
That's a
step
quick
in the box,
turnaround.
you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Well, things change on a dime.
Next
The
one is
Mets
off the
lead
plate,
2-0.
And now it's even 1-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home
Taylor.
run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Needs to figure it out here.
The pitch.
Pitches successful rest of the 6th. And
Out
that'll
there to
start us
center.
off okay.
Jones.
A fly out to Jones, and that'll
And puts
be the
squeeze
first
on that
out.
one. Then there's one down. Ryan Reynolds up now for the Mets.
And so
And the first pitch misses.
One
for
down.
ball 1. Reynolds, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. They say it went.
And interesting
Chris, you
to
played
see
here in
if Taylor will
2002.
get
What are
the honors of a
memories that
7.
stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just
Oh, no.
pulling into the
We'll
parking
see.
lot and having those that were there with an
On the ground
encouraging
played.
smile or a pat on the back,
2 down.
regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling.
Well,
and then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great
6
place to
innings of
play,
2-run ball
and I'd
is
say
not
it's gotta
bad.
be one of the top places in all of baseball.
It just looks bad when your team hasn't scored a single run.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles
So the
player
0-2
in a highlight clip.
blew by him.
Swinging for the
6th K of the day for Taylor.
Eat too much on that.
We got a score, dude. Oh, not looking good here. They put up another one. 7 innings of scoreless baseball, and then a grand slam. It's 8-0. We finally score with an IKF homer. We score 2. And the Mets have defeated the Orioles 8-2.
Nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set.
Needless to say, this team is bad. Urquidy gets his second win of the year. He goes to 2-8. Brooks accumulates his 6th loss. He's now 7-6. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, a walk, 2 earned, 6 Ks. And an overall pretty decent start for Taylor. That just looks bad because we lost 8-2, man. Offense didn't do a thing, and the pitching really struggled out of the bullpen. So, not what you like to see. Taylor's now 7-6, 129 innings and 152 Ks. A 2.16 ERA. Only the 19 walks is pretty impressive. But it is what it is, you know? We've lost 4 in a row. Things are looking bad, but the whole division's looking bad for that matter. Nothing new from the trading as we go through the month of July. Our next episode is going to be the All-Star Game, which will be an update episode. We should be voted in, yeah. We're second in this. Chances all the way down here, and I take it's because he is. I take it's because he's on the A's, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. But we are second. Logan Gilbert's leading this by a long shot. He's probably going to be your Cy Young this year if he continues this. 3.9 WAR for him. I'd be interested to see where we compare. We're at 4.5. Yeah, we're beating him there. On the other side, Max Hamilton is throwing a crazy good year, looking for his first Cy Young of his career. I'd say right now he's got it in the bag, but Kyle Wright is making a run for it. But yeah. Anybody else from our team going to be an all-star? Adley Rutschman might, but probably not. Cam Jackson's going to be. Anybody? IKF is 5th here, not going to make it. Although he's had a good year. I've liked having him. He's been good in the field too. Alex Parker's going to make the All-Star game. Adam Turner will. Pablo's 4th. I don't think he's going to make it though. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's it for me. That's Taylor Brooks. Road to the shows. That's Taylor Brooks. Wait, what? What? Oh, there we go. That's Taylor Brooks, episode 122 in the books.